sports. It's in the game.
Unless it's empty bleachers or head injuries, or actually there's lots of things that happen in football that aren't in the game. This is your poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. And several hours ago, I sat down to play some Madden football. What happened, you may ask, that you're only here now? Well, thank you for asking. What happened was I accidentally hit WWE 2K25 because it also uses a Xbox controller, and its icon on my desktop looks the same. So I played several hours of that, making videos of it, which are going to be made available on the not to mention the Tube. And then I had a new AEW game that I had never tried before, and I thought, well, I'll try that because I just, did the WWE 2K25 video, so this would compare two different wrestling videos. Coach wants to check in. I don't see the coach. Does anybody see the coach? I'm not seeing a coach. Oh, there it is. Hey, weren't you fired, dude? I can't even hear myself speak. I mean, in the game. Although my real name isn't Kit Brown, so I guess it doesn't matter. You'd think, with all the billions they make on this game, they could have the coaches talk. Okay, so I think we're going to play against the Buffalo Bills, a preseason game. So that probably means I won't be in the game a lot of the time. If I remember correctly, we played a whole season. So this should be my second season with them, and I won them the Super Duper Bowl. Now, what's interesting about Madden football is they don't seem to remember who won the Super Bowl, so they never, will announce us as the Super Bowl champion or world champion Dallas Cowboys or anything like that, which is odd. So anyway, I played a few hours of WWE 2K25. I need to edit those videos and get them up on YouTube.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bills.
Oh.
All that and more coming up next.
Well, as soon as I said that and complained about it, they made a liar out of me. Thanks a lot. They did update this game, so maybe that was one of the updates. Who knows?
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week one of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Got room at the 30.
It's weird that they didn't say my name
Ezekiel Elliott.
because you know,
they won't
it's just
catch him. He'll go all the way.
it's just Kit and Brown.
84 yards.
I mean, there's a lot of guys
Touchdown,
named Brown
Dallas.
in the league, so we know they know how to say
Good-looking
Brown.
rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play.
Okay.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position.
They want me to rush, which sounds like a stupid idea.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
We've
And
had
he's
2
gonna go
plays
into the
and 2
end zone
touchdowns.
on an electrifying run. Touchdown,
Oy.
Dallas. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
You can
And this
say
was
his
a
name.
run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
You can say his name. Kit Brown. You could probably say Kit. I know you could say Brown.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Oh, but I didn't get the points. I mean, I didn't get the credit for it because I didn't spin or juke properly.
Now this looks like a design run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's Elliott. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Oh, you'll say his
Sidestepping
name, but
his
not
way.
mine.
Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw over the middle,
Yeah,
and
that
they
was
can't connect.
stupid.
It's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. 3rd down coming up. Here's a design run.
I'm not sure whether we got it or not. 4th and inches.
And a
Let's
nice
go
job
for it.
there defensively on 3rd down.
They're not gonna let us go
overcommitting to
for
their
it.
pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a design runner.
We could get
We're
it
able to
on
stop
4th
short
and
of
inches.
1st down.
Come on. Give us a chance. It's the preseason. I can't believe we're 1-1. How could we have lost a... Oh, I know how we could have lost.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set
They
to take
they
the
take
field
me
once
out
more.
of the game. I forgot.
The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
All drives begin with 1st and 10. You moron.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Allen in motion. They'll look to throw. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
So it's third and 3.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This is why we lose games. They take me out of the games. Take me out of the ball game. Then we will lose. Okay, we are losing right now. In fact. But remember, I'm doing all this rushing because they want me to juke or some stupid thing like that and to spin. There's really no reason for this quarterback.
Now this looks like a design run, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, if you didn't give me stupid
here's
things to do,
and 14.
we'd
He'll
just be
drop the
winning.
throw. That one downfield for Cooks.
Like that.
Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. A beautiful combination.
If you're not Cowboy
in the air
fans
there,
out there in
the
YouTube
pass
land, there's a
downfield,
good chance
and
that
bringing it the rest of the way
you're
into
not
the
having
end
as
zone
much
for the
fun
touchdown.
as
And it's really just a
You
great
might
route, Mike,
want to.
and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then
We
be able
are
to turn it up and finish the play.
Cowboy
and find
fans
himself in the
playing
end zone.
Madden 25. Finally. And we're going to play the SuperStar mode and then the franchise mode in the same video. And in SuperStar mode, we still have Mike McCarthy. And in franchise mode, we have a new coach. But it's not the coach that the Cowboys really hired because I don't think he's in this game yet.
The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that.
He gets free. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to. I mean, you want me to run the ball and juke and do all of that? Maybe in the second half when you don't let me be quarterback, you could line me up as a halfback or something. Although it seems really stupid taking all that risk of getting me injured. Especially in preseason when I have just won you the Super Duper Bowl. Imagine if I were to get injured in the preseason over one of these stupid objectives you've given me.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I
2-minute
back
warning.
in Buffalo after this.
2-minute warning. That's the warning for me.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Back to throw.
Brown, you can
He's
say
gonna
it.
let
Brown.
one go deep for Lamb.
See, you could say
And
Lamb's
he's
last
got
name,
another
but not
one.
mine.
C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I've heard you say Brown before.
He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving
He's
touchdowns.
some kind of wonderful.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now they don't have one for this guy.
Yeah, so
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
yeah, you
He's
could
had
say it,
things
Brown.
all his way in
Brown.
the first half. Those numbers are
Say it.
sensational. He looks to add to
Say
them
it.
with another drive here.
Say it. You're a jerk.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he will score.
Of course he
Keenan
will.
Allen. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, don't mention the quarterback.
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep
we're
with a pass
we're
play
trying to
for
put a
6.
lot of points up because probably in the second half they're not going to have me at quarterback, and I don't want us to lose the game. That's why we're 1-1 right now. Wow, they're bringing me in the second half? Okay. Bringing in the sneak. Bringing in the sneak.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
See, I don't
When
think
he
anyone's
continues
going
to
to care
play
about
at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat.
About me
It's the
getting
combination of leading both long,
tackled in the
sustained
back,
drives
too.
and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
What do I got to do to get you to say my name?
Now this looks like a design run. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Who is?
Here's
Say
a
the
design
name.
run. And this time he will work his way into the end zone.
Kit Brown with the touchdown.
Cowboys.
Kit Brown, say it. Brown. Touchdown.
Greg, nothing changed at
You can say
halftime.
it.
They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Two clock, 122nd seconds past time. But they also want me to run. They want me to juke people, which I don't know how to do.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And they want me to spin.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Well, what'd we call since I didn't call anything?
On the ground, it's Elliott. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
Was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Say my name. What's my name?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
What's the name of the quarterback?
He will score again. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, we know you know his name.
Big night continues.
What's my name?
His 3rd touchdown of the game. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short
Maybe they
pass,
do something
and he's able
different
to turn
in
it
the
up the
3rd
field and take it all the
preseason
way
game than they
for
do in
6.
the first
That
2.
is an impressive play.
Because obviously
run
I'm
after catch.
still in the game. And I'm obviously the first string because I won them the Super Bowl. I hope they're paying me a lot.
Now, this looks like a design run. Just a nominal gain there, up to about the 9-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired.
We're not worried.
Didn't get a whole lot going.
We got 56 points against them.
They'll run it here with Zeke. He's got some space past the 20. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's a designed run.
Oh, you dummy.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, it's because the idiot ran into his own player.
The quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because
You
in the
need to
blocking
follow
scheme,
your blocking.
You gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and
You
they're
need
able
to
to bring
follow
the
your
quarterback
blocking.
down for a loss.
And then not run into your
And
guy.
he will go all the
So
way.
I should have slowed down and back of him.
Ezekiel Elliott.
But nobody
Touchdown,
seems to
Cowboys.
care because we got 62 points.
That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
What is my name? Come on, announcers. You can say Brown. I don't know if they're going to have me in the 4th quarter or not now. So, but obviously, even if they don't have me in the 4th quarter, we're not going to lose now because we're up 63 to 17.
Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
This pass caught right side. It's Allen.
Yeah, he didn't
And
make
they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and
Yeah, I was
sets
gonna
up
say,
3rd down.
He didn't. he didn't really
So, 3 quarters now in the books.
gain any
EA
yardage.
Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this.
Looks like they took me out, yeah.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September.
What's that guy's name? Calculating rewards. That does sound like a very computer thing to say. Level up, 27. Do you want to apply your skill points now? Why not? I mean, this is what everybody tuned in to see. Was for me, they wanted to watch me apply my skill points. How many skill points do I have? 2? Well, I don't think there is anything that costs just 2. Maybe I could do... Yeah, I can add to my throw power. I don't think it'll matter because I was throwing like 90-yard passes in our last game, in case you didn't notice. Yeah, the next week is a bye week. Now we will quit this, but stay tuned because we are still going to play some Madden. We're going to play the other type of Madden that we usually play, and I don't know why I'm saying we, because this YouTube channel is manned by just one person. And that one person is me, your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer. Okay, let's upgrade our players. Yeah, it's usually just DeMarcus Lawrence, which I don't know how to upgrade him. Let's upgrade Jason Garrett. I don't think that really looks like Jason Garrett, but that's okay. Let's upgrade Tony Dorsett. That doesn't look like him either, but it's nice to have him back in a Cowboys uniform. Says I can manage my staff. Thomas Peters is our head coach. We usually deal with the defense first. I think when we got rid of our head coach, it got rid of our offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator as well. Remember, we're not in the same position in our franchise that we were with our SuperStar. So here we're in week 14, maybe week 15. I can't tell. But anyway, we're 13-0. We're going to look at our new messages before we go out. The secondary will have their hands full this week with DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. We need to pressure Caleb Williams as much as possible. Hey, Coach, LG Tyler Smith has recovered from his injury and can be placed back in the lineup. Okay. So we're going to play the game now. It looks like our quarterback's name is Kit Blanton. And it looks like theirs is Joe Burrow. No doubt they'll be able to say Blanton. Since they didn't even say Brown. I have heard them say Brown before. That's why I kept, teasing them to say it. I've heard him say it before, even for that character. Like if he holds onto the ball too much, they'll say Brown fading back or something like that, And so that's why I was teasing them. I thought they'd really say it.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Cowboys rock it on quarterback.
He's got 127
He's a top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's
by
the
a lot.
Cowboys and the Bears, and it's all
He's got
up next
8,200.
on EA Sports.
He's got
As the sun starts to set,
8,200.
we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024.
Why did they
out
say
of USC,
Joe Burrow?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field.
Are you guys going to do the play-by-play?
An eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
That's complete. Cole Kmet. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
So Kate is doing
Out of the shotgun to
the
give to
play-by-play.
Swift. And he'll pick up enough to
And
move
the
the
other
chains.
guy
That is
that
your
I've never
old
heard
school
of.
meat and
Doing the
potatoes
color.
call right there. Don't even think about
Okay.
throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Yeah, it's embarrassing that they
Williams
got
on the play action.
the first
That's his
down.
running back, DeAndre Swift. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Williams from the gun.
Oy
On the
vey.
quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Well, he needed to
3rd
make
and
it
a long
faster.
yard coming up.
They're doing better than I thought
To
they
throw
would
is
do.
Williams. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Now not so
And the
much.
defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On 4th down,
we really
it's
want
Torrey
to shut them
Taylor
out.
on for the Bears to punt this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. They're brought out by one of the team's youngest and brightest in his first season out of UCLA.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them.
But you won't even say his name. There's
He's
Emmett
corralled
Smith.
after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Okay.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. It's a race down the right side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But
They will for
starting
us.
out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Are you going to even mention that we went for 2 and got it? I guess not.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt.
Now this
Offense
game
ready to
gets
begin this drive.
a
First
lot
and
of
10.
hate because they have an exclusive NFL license.
To throw, Williams. Hits
So
his
they're-
target. That's DJ Moore.
So that keeps other
And he's brought
companies
down
from
after a
making
nice gain and a
NFL
first down.
I love throwing on first down.
Simulation
And when you
game.
see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
and maybe they don't
He had it for a
innovate
moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose.
as much as
Incomplete.
they used to before they had that
Part
license.
of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands.
But as you can see,
shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that
it's
time.
very
It's
playable.
one thing for these defenders to
feature
separate
pack.
a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end,
It's a
that's
nice
big time.
football game.
Let's see what they draw up on
Hardly
this
ever
3rd and 7.
crashes. You got to have a lot of things working right to make a football game work.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Flushed out now to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Because, you know, you have to have each
Torrey
player
Taylor on to punt.
know
and
what
this
their
is the
role
second
is.
time he's been brought on to kick it.
And player roles are going to be different. Obviously, the quarterback's
And that
role
fair
is
catch
different from
corralled
the running
just
back.
beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
We have 3. We have,
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
so the top 3 contenders in the
Now
country
Comal throwing.
for MVP are on our
Outright,
team.
Cooper's got it. He's off to the races. Amari Cooper. And he's all the way home.
And I don't
Touchdown,
think he was
Dallas.
even on the list, although he probably will
The
be after
Cowboys
today.
grow their lead to 14-0. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he gets in. They push out the lead to 16-0. Wow, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now and a perfect 2 for 2 on two-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then two-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many two-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Looks like he was playing injured. And then he gave up on it when nobody believed him.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set it down.
Probably their best play of the game.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right cover.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We do a lot of blitzing.
Trying again, following the set. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the
that's why sometimes
nice
you
work
get
by the defense there.
2
Sets him up
sacks
with
in
a
a
third
row.
down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again.
Or 3 times in a row.
And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they
What's the
come
name
up to
of
the
our
line,
quarterback?
1st and 10.
Come on, you can say it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Of course, I mean,
It's
they're
a
not
pickup
even
of
saying
14 yards
Smith,
as the
and we know
chains
they can say
reset.
Smith. So,
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
I didn't know how
Football on that
tall
47-yard line,
Emmitt
1st
Smith
down.
was in real life. So I just made him very, very short in this game.
Another carry for him.
I could have looked it up, but
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 39. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set up now for 1st and 10. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
still not going to say my name,
Halfway
though,
there
right?
on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on 1st down. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like making pars on the golf course on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s,
Not everyone plays golf.
you can go let it rip.
Has room into the secondary. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown.
Oh, that's just silly.
Cowboys blowing them
I think,
out in this
yeah, that's
opening
Amari
quarter.
Cooper.
Amari Cooper, the
So
touchdown.
all 3
His third
touchdowns
through the
we've
air
got
this
so
game.
far Yeah, I bet.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And that pass is
Oh,
complete
they're not
for 2,
embarrassed
and their
now.
lead
They don't have
grows
any
further.
pride whatsoever.
Wow,
And it's
3 touchdowns, a
24-0.
2-point conversion after each of them. They're not far from being able to run away and hide in this one.
Kind of anxious to see how long this streak could go. That's not 1, that's not 2, that's 3 2-point conversions. And what it tells me, Kate, is they felt great about their plan going in. And to succeed down here where the field condenses, let's give some credit to the guys at the line of scrimmage getting it done first.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position.
That would be us,
or
by
simply
the
for
way.
one of the 7 spots available. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Oh, Eric
He gets a
Kendricks,
couple,
okay.
and he'll bring up 3rd down.
Smith, Nealand. Okay, I've got Nealand right now. On the line.
Working from the gun, Williams. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay.
That was me, Marshawn Nealand on that play.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Yeah, we're trying to put him in the hospital. That's our coach, our new coach.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after
Block
that
that
drive,
kick.
went backwards,
Block
he's going to
that
send this
kick.
one forward.
Oh, we didn't block it. We failed.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Cowboys
We got
ready for their
82
next
under
series. Let
79
out on
yards.
offense by their
The
quarterback.
closest competitor is
And it's been
3,800
such an incredible
yards.
season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards.
By quite a bit.
1st down
More
now,
than
ball at the
double.
39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him.
And remember,
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
That was
2nd down
Emmitt
now,
Smith,
7 to go.
since she won't say his name.
Looking for a throw here. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Rats, I threw the...
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah, and I hit the wrong button. But the guy got the
Ferguson
ball
there to bring it
anyway.
in. This gets the 1st and more.
Finally, we
And
get
he
a
takes it into the
touchdown
end
by
zone for
somebody
a
other
Dallas
than Amari
touchdown.
Cooper.
The Cowboys threatening to run away with it already.
Hey, Jake, how you
seeing
doing?
a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now the Cowboys electing to try another 2-point conversion. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they
32
got?
in the first quarter.
Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah,
And
I
we've
hate
done
to
it.
sound
We've
cliche
done
here,
it
but
in
it's so
one
true.
quarter.
When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this has turned into a blowout very early, Brock, but still plenty of time left if they can start to put things together here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
All right.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Williams will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think the reason we're doing so bad is because they gave us the wrong name for the quarterback.
Have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Rep all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the fair catch brought in right
I
at
think that's
40.
Ahmad Rashad that was.
The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season.
By quite a bit, and you won't even say his name.
They'll run here on first down.
That is Emmitt Smith.
And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown. The Cowboys swell their first quarter by 6.
That doesn't
Wow,
look
just
a thing like
sensational
Emmitt Smith,
speed
but
from the
at
back
least we
that
have him in
time,
the
Brock.
game.
He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Hitters like it that way. Home run hitters.
The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. Frankfurt with the option. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more.
According to what they said before, that would be a world record. I don't know why she's not mentioning it now, since according to what she said before, we just broke the record.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line.
Get him.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
They're not going to beat us, okay? Even they know that. Nobody comes back from a 40-point deficit.
Williams set to pass. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it.
Oh.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
No, we're just playing the game. We're trying to win.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Trying to be excellent.
Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Every tight end worth of salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as
Stop it.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Who was that got to him? So
that's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little
40
out of
points
hand
in the
already.
first quarter.
A whole lot to nothing is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium
If this
in
keeps
just a
up,
moment.
we'll have 160 points to nothing at the end of this game.
Torrey
Block
Taylor
that
getting
kid.
set to
Block
punt once
that
again.
kid. Block that
And
kid.
this is the 5th time
Block
he's
that
been
kid.
called upon today.
Block that kid. I do want to slow down a little bit in the
Calls
game.
fair
because-
catch and has it inside the 40-yard line.
Because if I don't
The
let them clock,
Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again.
if I don't let
And
the
with the end
clock
of the
run
season
out,
in sight, he's looking for
they
a
might
strong
actually
finish to
score.
capture that
We're
NFL
actually
rushing
trying-
crown.
We're trying to keep them from scoring,
They
obviously.
send a tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup.
Emmitt Smith has
Tyreek Stevenson
96
getting up to
yards
track that
today.
one down. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Cut out left. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
What's his
And I
name?
hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Why would they not? I mean, they're 13-0. He's the top quarterback in the league. He's a rookie. They should triple his salary.
On first down, they'll run.
Go on, Emmett. Emmett.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37.
Emmett's got 105 yards.
This is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
So we're not going to get 160 points today, most likely. Because, like I said, I'm slowing it down now so that their defense has less time to make any points. We're doing great against their defense, but I'd like to shut them out if I can.
From the 37. Complete. It's Cooper. There he goes again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Now the Cowboys electing to try another 2-point conversion. And that's caught. Great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Yeah.
And he takes this one back for the pick 6. All right, Brock, I try never to ask this, but
Kelvin Joseph.
I just feel like in this situation, do we even need to play a second half today? What do you think?
Kate, you should never have asked us. Because if Frank Reich and those Buffalo Bills had that thought, they would have never come back against those Oilers in the playoff game.
Really good point.
Oh.
The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. After the pick, here's Williams. He's on the move.
Hurry. Get
He
him.
can run it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Obviously, we're not
It's a
afraid
pickup
that
of
they're
11.
going to
And that's good for a
win
Bears
the
first
game,
down.
but we would like to keep them from scoring.
Throwing off the play fake here. Komet brings it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Come on, guys. Concentrate. You got to stop
They send the
this
tight
drive.
end in motion left. Williams to throw on 3rd.
Yes.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Oh.
And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
Now, do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
We didn't get it.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome
You
of
love
sudden
seeing
change,
us not
especially
get
on
the
such
2-point
short notice.
conversion.
Not a lot of time
You're
to get prepped on
biased,
that
Kate.
sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Williams to throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Okay, everybody concentrate. Keep
Williams
them from
the gun.
scoring.
Caught him deep
Nice,
behind the line.
nice.
Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Looking, he just kept going their own way. And
There's
that's
the 2
gonna toss
points
him.
we
That
didn't get
is a
last
safety.
time.
Sometimes simply as a quarterback, you can feel the defense, right? You can just close your eyes and you can feel them. And I promise you, after that last sack, that defense was hunting. They knew what was on the line. They had a chance to
No,
go
we
put
were mad
points
we
on the
didn't get those
scoreboard, and
other
that
2
sack
points.
for the safety, it does just
We were
that.
mad at Kate for saying it was great that we didn't get those 2 points.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away.
Okay.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Okay. A handoff
Trying the right side.
to
And this is a nice gain. That stopped at the
Kevin
47.
Smith.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I have to say it because they're not going to
So
say the
much to
names
like
of my
about that
players.
run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
From the 47.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Okay, Belanti, you know what to do. You're going to take us to the Super Bowl and win.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
We would be in the playoffs even if we were to lose every game we've got left, which, as you can see, is not a very likely scenario.
From the red zone now. It's caught. Ferguson.
Yeah, Jackson.
And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I think it's a little naive to think that if we just put the words "end racism" on the field and on helmets that suddenly nobody will be racist.
They'll try
again.
and punch it in. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap second and goal from the 3.
I mean,
Hey, I get it on first and goal.
It
Right?
is.
A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a
is
run
a
is stopped
nice-
short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
sentiment. But it's not that simple. And a lot of people who are racist don't even know they're racist.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys continue dominating in our opening half. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Now the Cowboys electing to try another 2-point conversion.
Why wouldn't we?
Trying for it on the ground. Ooh,
Oh,
and
that's
he
why
can't
we
shake the
would.
defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
You don't
I
have to
know we
sound so
normally look
happy
for
about
where
it,
the
Kate.
breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Okay, Nealon.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Do
Their
your
offense
job.
ready to take the field now. Here's Swift to start the drive.
Let's put this.
And he's still looking
let's
for the
put
play that
this
sparks the
quarterback
ground
in the
game as that
hospital.
one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams to throw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get
Hey,
the touchdown
nobody's
out of it, too.
transitioning on
Yeah,
our
that's a
team.
great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense getting all set for this series. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal Got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Swift
Stop
gets
it.
it on the option. Has good room at the 35.
Morons.
And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
I hope you're enjoying watching. These guys are talking a lot, so I'm
Rolling
talking
from the
less.
gun.
You might
Has
be
him on the quick
enjoying
hitter.
that.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. After a good pickup,
Xavier
they've
Woods,
got
isn't
2nd
he
and
a
4.
wrestler or something?
From the 43.
Oh,
That's
vey.
caught. Keenan Allen.
This
And
may
he'll
be
pick
the
up enough
best
to move
field
the
position
chains.
they've had all day.
That's just great instincts.
have
Go
got
air
to
it out
take
on
the ball
second down
away
rather
from
than
them.
just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the
Interception.
coverage and don't
Interception.
need to worry about
Fumble.
third down at all.
Fumble. Interception.
Out of the pistol,
Interception.
Williams.
Come on,
This time,
come on,
rolling
get him.
right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
There you
Oh,
go.
brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys get it as he
Calvin
makes his
Joseph
3rd interception
again.
in this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches.
They connect on the deep shot.
Oh,
And he
Brandon
will
Cook.
score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very
Hurt
first
so
play, Brock, and they
good.
connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. They'll try to run
Oh,
it in.
you
And he is hit
dummy.
well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
I might give up on the 2-point conversions
This
in
one's
the
fielded
second
at the
half.
40-yard line.
I don't know. I mean,
And in the end, Brock,
I
an
can't
exciting
believe how
touchback
many-
as the return comes out to the 30.
we've missed.
This offense ready to get going again now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Come on, throw it to one of our guys again.
To throw, Williams. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T.
It's
The
82 to
Bears.
nothing.
Likely looking at a punt. Torrey Taylor on to send this one
Block
away.
that kick.
And this is going
Block
to put him up
that
to
kick.
6 punts today.
Block that kick. Block that kick.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback.
No, not the home
And last
team.
drive, he reached one of those numbers
Or-
that
or-
everyone
or are-
looks at as a
or are we the
benchmark
home team?
after the season ends, Brock.
Oh, yeah.
Quite
I'm
the year
sorry.
that
We
he's
are
put
the home
together
team.
finding the end zone.
My bad. I was thinking of that
To the
game
air now on 1st and 10.
we just played in Buffalo.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Running for the marker on second. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up now. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding
This
up.
is
They're
the
able
first
to drop
time.
it.
Yeah, that's the first time
Working
they've ever
quickly
gotten
here.
to us.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He had it for a moment,
Oy
but a great
vey.
defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
We can handle it.
He's dropping back to throw. Lays out left side and gets it. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the
Tough
defense and
times
convert
don't
on
last.
3rd and
Tough
17.
people do.
They've got first down from the 31. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It probably should have
This is
been a
why
penalty,
we hear about
but you
closing
don't
speed
care.
so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Dallas.
Brandon Cooks.
Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered.
We've done
I'm
this
gonna guess
all
this is a press
season.
conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Well, we'd be better, but some of our teammates are injured. 88-0. Remember I said I was slowing down
Now the
so that we
Cowboys
wouldn't get
electing to try another two-point
160
conversion.
points against
They're throwing it.
against
And
nothing.
that's caught. Great call, even if the points
Well,
weren't
this is me
needed. The
slowing
lead
down.
swells by another 2. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
The reason
Because he's
we're
that
still
good. In
scoring
moments
this
like
much,
this, Kate, it's
the
not
reason
even
we
about
scored
the play,
more
it's about
after
the player.
I
And when you got a
slowed
player of this
down
caliber, you find every way to
is-
get it to him. And just because he
is
scored a
simply
touchdown
because
doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
their
Last
offense
drive of the
has
half
been
isn't going to be
making
long.
bigger
14 seconds remaining.
mistakes, and so we've been able to score off of their offense quite a bit. On
They'll
the
turn to the
turnovers.
ground game and just run this clock out. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Yeah, we're gonna make them keep playing.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll stick with the ground game here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando.
I
That's
think
where
we're
Jonathan
doing all
Coachman
right.
is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here.
Yeah,
and
what's
what's
going on?
already been an eventful afternoon of football.
Okay.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory, as his guys run
Absolutely.
their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, let's
gonna
head
need
west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders.
They're both
Ezekiel
5-9 now.
Elliott, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
He used to be on our team. He's a traitor if he works for the Washington Commanders now. But as you can see, we don't need him because we have Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, and Ahmad Rashad.
The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Hopkins has it on the tee and he's ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 14. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Well, at least Ahmad Rashad did something in this game.
Offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him.
He is the best. But you still
it's a new
won't
set of
call him
downs
by his
for him
name.
at the 32. Hand off to the back.
That's Ahmad Rashad.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Ahmad for 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
We really are trying to slow down the game because we don't want any chance that they will score at all.
From the 36. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
That's one of the luxuries of being ahead, of course. You could set the pace of the game. There's no chance they're going to catch up, so it's not like we need the points.
Here's the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Ferguson's got it, complete.
Jake Ferguson.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This shows also we can do a long, sustained drive that eats up a lot of clock when we went to.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5.
Emmett Smith
Tyreek
gets the
Stevenson getting up
handoff.
to track that one down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So we're like 6 minutes into this drive.
From the 34. This finds Cooks, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Oh, no, we're not.
Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting.
I
He's
was doing
someone
the
they
math
need
backwards.
to help
My
their
bad.
playoff hopes.
We're
Training staff working
a
on
little
him
under
now.
4 minutes into the drive. My bad.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
I wouldn't call this the better defense at this point. I heard somebody scored 90 points against them.
He'll throw it. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Pass play now. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown.
Amari Cooper.
As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over to you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's not going to reach the end zone.
I think
they
he
bring
did
him
reach
down
it,
at the
but
1.
it's not. I don't know
Ooh,
if that's.
whether they got it or not there, Brock.
I don't. Yeah, they won't let me challenge it. I think they did get it. But it doesn't matter. We got 96 points.
Gonna make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not and more just about the fact they don't care. And I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Well, it's obvious that they have no idea how to beat us, so we're not exactly quivering in our boots.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return.
So that last drive was
and
4
Caleb
minutes
Williams
and 20
running
seconds.
out for their next drive.
The
and
one
this
we
one,
did.
well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from this showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what
I
the
hope
coverage has
everybody
been doing to
watches
stop
it
him.
on video. I mean, you know, I'm going to put it up on YouTube.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't discourage people from watching it on YouTube.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's more on the
Oh,
quick
no.
slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Yeah, my guy's bundled.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Komet brings it in. And he gets absolutely
I think
popped
my
to end
guys
that
are.
one.
I think my guys are getting tired.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play
They're
bully
starting
ball.
to make
They
big
don't like forcing
mistakes.
into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They're in
And he's going to get
the
stopped right
best
around the
field
45-yard
position
line.
they've been in all day.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
This is not good.
Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
I
And
do
big
like the
play
fact that
drives
we
them
can knock them
backwards.
back
2nd down coming up.
when they get in decent field position. Knock them back.
Out
Knock
of the
them back.
shotgun to give to Swift.
Way back.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I thought we
Give
got
him
him
a 1-yard
thrown out of the
pickup
game
there, but it's
earlier.
not going to
I
help a
thought we
ton.
got.
It's 3rd and 15.
Come on, guys.
Now Williams.
There you go.
Pocket isn't holding
Good
up. They're
boy.
able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Block that kick. 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 Block that kick.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 21.
Ahmad
And a
Rashad.
nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just
Well,
not
we
only
run it
stayed
well,
on schedule
too.
here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
We can run it as well.
They've got first down from the 31.
Yo, Emmett, take this.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have
I
second
don't
down and
even
3.
know. They're
Well,
not
that doesn't
telling
net
me
a first
anymore how
down.
many
You get yards like that
yards
in the run
he's got.
game, you will take it in the NFL.
I mean, I would guess he's around 156 yards or so, but I'm not sure.
From the 38. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. And
Emmett
the NFL's
Smith,
exclusive list of 2,000-yard seasons has just grown by one.
2001.
This is the 9th season to reach that mark in league history. And with how heavily teams throw the football these days, I got to say, this may be one of the most impressive campaigns of that ultra-elite group. From the 35
well,
on
and
second
the
down.
season's nowhere near over, too.
Complete. It's Cooper.
Amari Cooper, yeah.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
I got to put my team up over 100 points.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys
Boy.
piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Just a great effort there from him,
Kit
Brock, to take it
Delancey
upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
Has put
You know,
his
Kate, there
team
was a
up
day when we were
over
watching
100
Steve
points.
Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Now the Cowboys elected
That
to try
56
another
is pretty
two-point
big.
conversion.
What's his name?
They'll try it on the ground.
Oh, you dummy.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense.
Well,
they track him down
he
in the
stopped.
backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
He stopped. That was
Well,
his
they don't get
problem.
it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. Defender arrives right
Oh,
as the
I'm
ball
so
does, and the
glad
hit
he
knocks it
didn't
free.
get that.
Incomplete.
That would have been
No
their
dice
new
on that prior
best
pass. Here's second down.
field position of the day.
Williams set to pass. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams will look to throw. On the move, headed right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a really good job
Block
by the
that
defense
kick.
right there. Doing
Block
something I
that
hear
kick.
all the time in coaches'
Block
meetings. I
that
want to keep
kick.
that quarterback
Block
in the
that
box. I
kick.
want to put a fence around him. don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession.
What's his name?
And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
Well, but Emmitt Smith
and he gets up for a gain of about
2,000 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line
We
from
don't
one
know
of
how
my
much
buddies,
they've had
but I'm going to
he's had
quote
in
him.
this game,
Mark
but-
Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That was brilliant. I don't think I
From the
heard that
43.
one before.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fire that guy.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got a man left, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I've thrown for 40.
This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
I would say when you're beating somebody by 102 points, it already is a great one. And in fact, me as a quarterback should probably be
They'll
called
run
the
here on
great
first
one.
down. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears
They've
territory.
stopped telling us how many yards
Only
he
2
has. I
yards,
wonder
and it
why.
brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't hate it.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Catch made by Cooks.
I
And they're
think
going to bring
it's
him down at the 36.
I think it's a phenomenal
Well, it
thing.
seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him
Building
down
a
is going to be
computer
that final
football
whistle,
program
Brock.
that
His
actually
defense has been
works.
inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments
And
where it
this
just
one
feels like
works.
it's a privilege to watch.
Yeah, there's
Right?
some
When you're
things
at a
they
concert
could
and you
do.
just listen to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want more. And right now up in
There's
this
some
booth,
things
I
they
want to
could
see
do
this guy continue to
to
put on a
make
show.
them to make it more realistic. Like, you know, they could have empty seats in the stands if the team isn't doing well.
Handoff
They
now
could
from
have
the gun.
head
He'll
injuries.
drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Javon Dexter escorted into the ground.
They could have
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
players that are suspended a certain number of games for substance abuse or whatever. They could make it
Pass play coming here. He'll dump
more
this one off to his
realistic.
running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'll tell
And
you
he
two
continues to
things
rise higher and
I
higher as this
would
game
like.
goes on. That's how a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here.
I would tell you a couple of things I would like for more realism is longer contracts. We should be able to make whatever contracts we want with the people we hire. And certainly more trick
3rd and
plays.
6 for them to figure out now.
I have never seen a trick play in here. I'm told they have trick plays
Throwing
now,
for the gun here.
but
That's cut
I've
for the
still never
first.
seen one in my
And
playbook.
they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys.
So it's 102 to nothing. It's probably not going to get to 160 unless they make a lot of really bad errors that we could turn in for points.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Is anybody still with us?
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4.
I hope so. This is raw footage
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
of
Now
Madden
this offense
NFL
getting set to work here.
25.
And with this loss already assured, they at least want to
This is
find
how
some
it
points
really
and avoid
plays.
being shut out.
You're seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly.
First down throw by Williams. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them
So when you
backwards.
see
Second
YouTube
down
videos
coming up.
of gamers ranting and raving and cussing and saying
Another try
Madden
following the sack.
is not even playable, well, here it
And it
is
looks
being
great
played.
flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
And it's being played well. They took out some things that I liked,
Working from the gun, Williams.
and hopefully
Force
they'll
out to
put
his
them back
right.
in.
And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
But it's very playable.
They'll bring out the punter here.
It works well.
And this will come from just inside his end zone.
The visuals are good. The
Somebody
sound
give this
design
guy a
is
break
good.
as he sends his 10th punt away.
There's
Fair
all
catch
these
called
systems
for
that have to
and
work
taken
together,
just
and they do.
beyond midfield. So no return on that punt. Man, it'll be their football.
Okay. Whose football will it be? Oh, ours. Okay.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back.
Go on, Emmett.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
If we can just keep them from scoring for the next 15 minutes, we will have achieved our goal. Now, I'll tell you, our goals...
Back to throw now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I never even saw the pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it to him yet again, and
Amari
that
Cooper.
one is caught. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas
No,
touchdown.
it's the Braden Cooks.
The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So, my goals
The
in a game.
Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try.
are first to
He's
win.
throwing for it, and he can't bring
Oh,
it in.
he
They
dropped
don't
it.
get the 2 points.
Fire
I've heard
him.
great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Here's a
Yeah,
return from
if
the
we
7.
lose by 2 points, that guy's
Pretty
fired.
solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
So my
Here comes
goals,
their offense out again.
in these
The
games.
opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long
Our
gone,
first
Brock. They're down
win-
to their last opportunities now to avoid the
Win the
shutout as well.
contest. Second,
First
shut them
down,
out.
Williams.
Then third, win by
And
100.
no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And
Then
that'll
after
bring up
that,
second down.
I'm looking for records.
Williams to
Like
throw.
most yards.
Looking
or
underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
most
Chance to move the chains here on
interceptions.
3rd and 4.
Things like that. Things that'll stand the test of time.
To throw, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They're out now, ready to punt it. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Takes it in at the 26. And it ends up a good return for him.
Come
Up
on,
past
you
their
could
own
say
40.
Ahmad Rashad.
The home teams and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, they'll run. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We're trying to do a good mix of pass and run so that they can't cover just one or the other. We want them thinking, bumbling, being caught off guard.
2nd and 8. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I can't believe that.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
As you notice, I haven't had
That
to
one
punt
goes for
this
25
entire game.
yards. And it'll be
I've
first down,
scored
Dallas.
every single time I've had the ball.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
All we got to do is keep them from scoring 117 points in the next 9.5 minutes.
Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage.
He's got
And he's just earned
203
something
yards
most running
today.
backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. 2nd and 3 now.
He's Emmitt Smith. He takes that in stride.
He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. On 2nd and a few. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the
who's gonna
ball
win.
everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't been there for the longest.
Now the Cowboys electing to try another 2-point conversion.
The Cowboys will
For the longest.
Frankfurt with the option. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Well, we needed the point.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
So?
Williams to throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We're not going to give them time back there. We're a very
Trying
strong,
again following the sack. Chased out to his
fast
right.
defense.
He takes it himself.
See, I say that, and then he
And
gets
it's a
away
nice
with
game,
that.
but still not enough for the first. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
I shouldn't brag about
Williams
how good
from
we
the
are,
gun.
because every time I
Headed
do,
out right.
they do something
They'll
like
make a
that.
bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good
I don't
job
think
of
they
seeing
will
the
be.
field and knowing when it's
There's
his time
5.5
to take it
minutes
himself.
left, and they're down by 120 points.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet.
My guys,
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the stick.
you know,
3rd and 4 coming up now.
are tired. You could tell. They're not playing as well as they played earlier in the game.
Here's Williams. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Lee Cooker. And
See,
the
if-
Cowboys getting back on his 6th
he did
interception of the season.
I
did
don't
a
know
good
how many
job
you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot.
intercepting the ball,
Okay?
but
I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game.
if he was
and happened to
fresh,
be
he
a
would have
rivalry
picked
game
up
back
30,
in
40
college. It was
yards
one of the
on
most
the
humbling,
return. and he
horrific
didn't.
experiences of my life. Please, coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here.
Marcus Lawrence is injured. That's not good.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line,
I
1st
think
and 10.
DeMarcus Lawrence is our best player, if I remember
Trying the
correctly.
right side. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. From the 47. This finds Cooks complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Then don't
Halfway
take
to the marker. It's 2nd and
injuries-
5.
Then don't take the injury
Throw
seriously.
in with a blitz
if
on
you
the
don't
way.
want to see serious injury.
He's got it near the
Is
10.
that Jake again?
And he takes
Yeah,
it into the
that's
end
Jake.
zone for a Dallas touchdown.
Jake, what's it?
The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Now as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line.
You
His
think-
2nd touchdown
You
of the
think
game.
this might be a
Yeah,
win?
you just
for
kind of
us?
feel these
Really?
two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly
We're
paying
only up by
dividends in this one,
130
more
points,
than likely
and there's
for more
less than
games to
4
come.
minutes to go. Oh, there's about 4 minutes to go. You think it might be? That's bold of her to say that it might be a win.
Yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. Running the read option. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. All right, Brock, that is not a graphics error on your screen. They are indeed over the century mark, a triple-digit lead. And
way
I kind of tell
over
them
the
to
century
stop
mark.
going for 2, but I don't think anybody's going to listen to me.
Is there any way we could turn the difficulty meter up out there? Just give them a little tougher challenge. I know there's no way to do it during an NFL game, of course. Just wishful thinking from upstairs.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
What do you mean it should have
Couldn't
been?
connect on first. It's 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Push them back. Push them back. Way back.
To throw is
Push
Williams.
them back. Push them back.
Escapes the
Way
pocket.
back.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks.
Block that
have them
kick, block that kick,
staring
block
at
that
a
kick,
tough
block
4th
that
down.
kick, block that 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 kick.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Okay.
Cowboys ready
I've
for their
thrown it
next series.
37
Let out
times
on
and
offense
it's
by
been
their
caught 30
quarterback.
times.
And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up
Yeah,
after that
looks like-
run.
it
In
looks
need of
like-
some attention.
Yeah, it looks like Emmett
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
injured. That's not good,
Running it
but
now out of
we
the gun.
do have Tony Dorsett,
And he'll
One of-
pick up enough to move the chains.
one of the best runners in the history
Everybody rushing back to the
of
line.
football, to back him up.
To throw here on 1st down. Good running here. He's across the 15. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys
Good.
continue
We
adding to an
needed the
insurmountable lead. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Oh, all he's got
That
is
came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
I know you don't care,
Chicago
but
getting set to take the field now.
Emmett Smith has
And
only
come up 3 and out,
shoulder
Brock. Really
strength.
need to build some momentum
So
from the
we don't
ground
have
as they
to
try
worry
to get
that-
on that scoreboard here.
We won't have him for like next week or something.
He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off.
I think.
And
I
he'll be
think that
brought
means
down
we'll
along the
have him.
25-yard line. We've
Because
reached the
obviously
2-minute
we're
warning
used
from
to having
Dallas.
a strong running.
Bears just want to get out of here
But
with
we
how this
also
one
have
is gone.
2 of the best running backs to back him up too.
2nd
so
down
I
now,
don't think we have
7
to
to
hire
go.
anyone this week. We've
Shotgun
got Tony
snap, looking to
Dorsett
throw.
and Ahmad Rashad.
Getting out to his left.
Quit letting him
Calls his
run
own
like
number
that.
Again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Oh,
New set of downs for him from the 46.
if they score here, I can't.
Escapes
Could
the
you
pocket.
imagine?
Taking off with it again. And he'll
They're
take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Yeah.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. especially in a situation like that. And it's a
We
good
have
thing you
got
woke up
to
to it.
knock
Able
him
to make
down.
something out of nothing.
Oh,
and
no.
At least keep
They're
it
in
moving
field
forward.
goal range.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
I can't believe it.
Still on the move, coming to the line
I
for
can't
first and
believe
10.
it. They're in field goal range. Come on, people.
Williams
Knock
set to
them out of
pass.
field goal range.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We're in
No
the
dice
last
on that prior
25
pass. Here's second
seconds
down.
of the game, and they're in field goal range.
Now here's Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Oh, there you go.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington.
A little win.
And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season.
Oh,
as
we're
they
going to
add
have an
another
undefeated
to their
season.
total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.
I don't know what penultimate means, but yeah, we're going to.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports
gonna be
crew,
undefeated.
I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Yeah, and we've already secured home field advantage, and there's still weeks to go in this season. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. Is anybody still there watching? See, Emmitt Smith is only at level 78, and he ran over 200 yards. Looks like the division's ours. Time to prepare for another playoff run. The secondary will have their hands full with, yeah, we didn't have our hands full. We didn't have our hands full with anybody. Now, we're playing at MetLife Stadium. Don't worry, we're not going to play this game right now. If there's anybody left watching, which I doubt. Create save point. And there you go. So our franchise is worth $334 million. I mean, that's how much money we have. Obviously, we're worth more than $334 million. But there you go. That is Madden NFL 2025. I think it's a great game. Very playable. I've got well over 100 hours into it. And I will probably put another 200 or so hours into it before Madden NFL 2026 comes out, if they release it for the PC. We did go 10 years where they didn't release any game for the PC, so if they don't, then I would continue playing this. Anyway, I'd like you to consider giving us a thumbs up, writing some comments down below this video, subscribing to our channel, and watching full videos. Those 4 things will help build our community and will tell YouTube the company, YouTube the algorithm, and YouTube the community of people who watch YouTube videos that you like what we're doing. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you very nice.